Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. So today we're gonna be reviewing the massive action Yangchuanosaurus. So let's get started. So as you can see, this is the massive action, which is basically the largest scale dinosaurs we have pretty much every year. And they were called as the Mega Destroyer, and before that they were called Massive Virus. Before that they were called Mega Dual Attack, and before that they were called Action Attack. So pretty cool. What I like about this range of dinosaurs, this bigger range, the first thing that I like about that is that they always give us a lot of cool species and a lot of big theropods. Like this time around we have Yangchuanosaurus. Last year we had a Carcharodontosaurus. Before that we had a Turbosaurus, an Albertosaurus. We had a Ceops microrum. We had a Suchomimus, a lot of cool species, a lot of cool big theropods and stuff, and a lot of sauropods. This year we have Ankylosaurus. 2 years ago we had Amargasaurus, and we had a Quetzalcoatlus this year also, and in the dino rivals. So pretty cool, pretty cool. This is the first wave of the massive action, which is not really new right now because it's been out for quite a while, but this also comes in the second wave along with the Ankylosaurus. But this is from the first wave because it has a Quetzalcoatlus picture on its back. So let's have a look at the packaging before we get this figured out. So for the packaging, basically as you can see, is the standard kind of packaging for this year. Same kind of artwork. We have Dominion logo right here, Rexy, and we have cool background, kind of night forest and helicopter stuff. And here we have little preview of the action feature. Here we have a Pyroraptor picture, and going down to the back of the box, little preview of how to activate the action feature and jumping action. Here we have the Quetzalcoatlus, like I was saying before, and like always you can get the facts app. So enough about the packaging, let's get this figure out, then we have a close-up look. So here we have a Yangchuanosaurus out from its packaging, and you can see it's a decent looking dinosaur. It's cool, it's very cool, but obviously it's not how a Yangchuanosaurus should look like. But guess what, it's Jurassic World, so everything is modified, and dinosaurs are modified with other DNAs, with other animals DNAs and all that stuff, so you can always overlook that. Always you can have some of the inaccuracy, but I don't really mind that much. But it would have been good to have a accurate looking Yangchuanosaurus, but it's okay. But they'll also give us some time. They gave us also some accurate dinosaur. That's pretty rare though, but it sometimes happen, I guess, maybe in past, I don't know. But here we have Yangchuanosaurus. Looks good. I really enjoy the paint job on it. It looks very different and kind of thing. So now let's have a close-up look. So starting up with the face, you can see it's a very decent looking head sculpt. The first thing you really notice on this figure is this kind of big crest right here, this red vibrant crest. It's not really accurate as far as the Yangchuanosaurus goes, but again, it's not one of the biggest issues, I guess. Yangchuanosaurus has a crest, but it's not that kind of big and obvious, but it looks good. And then you have this kind of sail thing right here that goes also to the rest of the body, and also a little bit on the tail, which is amazing. This is definitely a cool looking figure. Little bit overloaded, I must say, but not a bad thing. It looks pretty amazing, pretty cool too. If we talk about the detailing, the amount of detailing here is just amazing. Look at all those scales. These are just amazing, and detailing is just so good. Look at that lower jaw is packed with a lot of scaling and detailing. The teeth are painted well. They are in different sizes, yeah. And the mouth, as far as the inside mouth goes, it's sculpted and painted pretty well. So that's the face. If we talk in general, it's not really a very accurate looking head sculpt, but it looks good. It's not how a Yangchuanosaurus should look like, but again, it's amazing to have a Yangchuanosaurus. It's not bad. if Mattel gives us kind of different thing, it's not bad, because usually when you get the dinosaur, it's usually like T-Rex, Triceratops. So it's amazing to have a lot of cool species like Mattel has been doing for quite a while now. And if you go to the arms, three fingers, that is accurate, and they are not painted. The toe claws are, I mean the hand claws are not painted, but it's sculpted pretty well. You can see a lot of these kind of things and all those bumps. And talking of bumps and stuff, these are this kind of bumps right here. Then we have these smaller bumps right here, and they transitions into even bigger kind of bumps, and you have even more larger bumps right here. That is just amazing. And again, the scaling and detailing is just amazing right here. So that's the upper side. Again, it's very well detailed, very amazing looking. And if you look at the other side, we have again this kind of feel of the texture and scaling, really reptilian looking thing. And going down to detail, pretty amazing, very well detailed. And talking of the tail, it's very small, it's so short, it's so short. Okay, so Mattel like usually gives us a lot of small kind of tails, but Yangchuanosaurus is known for having a pretty long tail, almost half of its body. So that's not the case here, as you can see. And then the feet are sculpted well, they're sculpted very well. They are not painted, the toe claws are not painted, which is a bit of a downside for this figure, because it's a little kind of larger figure, so they should have painted the toe claws and toe claws and the hand claws. That's okay. Going down to the leg, the muscle definition, all the stuff are pretty amazing. And here we have the scan code. I guess that's on the other side. Yeah, so you can scan that. I'm gonna put that right here, so you can scan that. For the paint job, you basically have this kind of green kind of color. It's not really dark kind of green, it's very light, and then you have even lighter kind of green right here. That is amazing. Again, this red crest, and then the eye is painted in this, it's not yellow, it's yellow kind of color. I don't know if that's a black pupil or just the color of the body, I guess. You can't really say that, so I don't know. And yeah, the paint job is pretty much that. You have this, then you have this black color, as you can see that stops right here. It would have been better to have a little bit also on the tail, but you have this extra color that Mattel have been doing on their latest figures, this splotchy kind of thing. So if you buy another Yangchuanosaurus, maybe it would have a little bit different kind of this kind of things, this paint. I don't know if that looks good. Sometimes it does, but sometimes it doesn't. Like, look at that. That's black. That's a black color right here. I know it's done intentionally, but it's not really. Sometimes, like I said, it looks good, but sometimes it doesn't. But instead of doing that, paint the toe claws, because they are not painted. That looks terrible. And also maybe the hand claws. Okay, just the toe claws would have been a huge difference here. But yeah, overall it's very well painted. The sculpt is pretty amazing. So now let's move on to the articulation. And for the articulation, the jaw is tied to the action feature. Arms, you can move them. They are hinged, both of them, so they can go forward and backwards, and your hinge. Okay, so the legs, I don't know if you can move them, because I tried, but they move together, I guess. Yeah, I don't want to break them. No, you can't really move them. I don't know, maybe, but currently you can't. And then you have this ankle articulation, which is good. So you have to sacrifice a little bit on the articulation because of the action feature. So the action feature is basically, you have a button right here, so you can press that and you get this chomp chomp. Very cool. Yeah, and then you can move side to side like that. Yeah, you can go pretty fast too. So we have joints right here and also right here, so it can go that far and also that far here. And then you can go down. So when you go down, the body also goes down. It bends down. So we have a joint kind of thing right here. And then when you go up, the body goes up too. It's out of camera now. So yeah, it's pretty fun feature. You can get your prey and thrashing around and have pretty cool kind of fun with it, I guess. Yeah, it's good. It's very good. It's very good. The action features are always amazing by Mattel. So yeah, so that's all about action features, sculpting and detailing and paint job. So overall, it's a very great looking figure. It's very different. It's very unique, and obviously it has a little bit of downsides, but I guess talking in general, it's a very good looking toy and a lot of playability too. And the sculpt is good, the detailing is good, the amount of paint job is decent, I must say. It's very good looking toy. Yeah, figure toy. And yeah, so that's all for the Yangchuanosaurus. Hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new, please subscribe. And yeah, that's all. So see you soon in the next video. Bye.